Hi, my name is Aqil Najmi bin Muhammad ZAHANI, and this is my video presentation for Lab 3 Control Volume, and the topic is Impact of a Jet. So, the content for my presentation today is, the first one is Introduction, the second one is Objective and Methodology, next is Experiment Setup, next Results and Discussion, and lastly Conclusion. On to the next one, Introduction. So this experiment is to analyze fluid motion. A finite region of the fluid control volume is usually selected, and the gross effect of the flow, such as its force, torque on an object, is determined by calculating the net mass rate that flows in or out of the control volume. Next is the force exerted by a jet of fluid on a flat or curved surface can be resolved by applying the momentum equation. The study of this force is essential to the study of fluid mechanics and hydraulic machineries. The objective for this experiment is to investigate the reaction force produced by the change in momentum of fluid flow when a jet of water strikes a flat plate and a curved surface, and to compare the results from this experiment with the computed force by applying the momentum equation. So here are the setup of our experiment. As you can see, we have weight pen, we got spring, level gauge, nurse screw, target plate, nozzle, adjustable feet, and inlet pipe. So now, how do we proceed with our experiment? So this is the procedure of it. The first one, the apparatus was level and need to be set to the lever need to be set to a balanced position. The second one, next step is water flow was admitted to the supply valve and flow increased to the max. Then flow rate was established by the collection of water over a time interval. Next, 8 more readings were recorded as the flow rates reduced. And lastly, we will repeat the step 1 until 4 twice for flat plate and hemispherical cup. So after we have conducted our experiment, we get the results, and from the result we have constructed two tables, which the first one is the recordings of the value from the flat plate, and the second one is the recording for the readings for the hemispherical cup. And based on the results, we have constructed a table, which is graph, forces versus flow rate graph. And then moving on to the discussion. So the first one that we have notified in this experiment, as the flow rate would increase, the force resulted from the impact of the jet on both the flat plate and the hemispherical cup is increased too, for the predicted of the F1 and the measured F2 values of the force. So this relation can be seen clearly from the plots of this report, and this result was already predicted from the change in momentum equation of calculating the force. So that's what I have gained from this experiment. So we have reached to the end of our presentation. So the conclusion of the experiment is the impact of the jet force on the flat plate were half of in the hemispherical cup. Next, the result is displayed clearly in plots 1 and plot 2 for both predicted and measured values of the forces. Then this was predicted already actually from the equation of momentum for calculating the force. So the theory is proved. And for the last point, the hemispherical cup is more efficient for using in a turbine than the flat plate. But it is only one point to be considered, that the water to exit the cup is going to collide with water entering the cup, which will reduce the forces. That's all from me. Thank you.